Everyone, welcome in everyone. How's it going? This is Astrology Saturday with me, Chad the Maverick. Here every Saturday. If y'all have been coming back, what's up with everyone? We're going to be going through this upcoming week and as well as today. And today is a very important and critical day. Got some hearts already. Thank y'all for showing up. Hello. Let's get a couple minutes to have some people rolling in. It's been great. Drop down how your Leo season has been so far down into the comments. Let's see. Hello, what's up? Hello. We're going to get started in just a minute. All right. Got some waves. I'm waving right back. For any of you that don't know, my name is Chad the Maverick. All social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Check out my Instagram as well, Chad the Maverick. I have in my stories all the classes that I'm going to be doing with House of Intuition on the different astrology topics that are coming up. If anyone wants to know anything more about astrology or have any suggestions about what classes that they may want me to teach or nor talk about, just feel free to just let me know and say what's up. Hello. All right, we're getting in. All right, so we're going to get started in just 1 minute. Appreciate y'all for showing up. Also, for anyone who's here, if you're a Leo or you know a Leo, I do suggest you go to House of Intuition and grab the birthday box for Leo. The Leo birthday box always comes through with the candle, has some crystals, has everything that you pretty much need to just get to somebody for their gift and birthday, make them feel super special. So just wanted to pin that in there because it's awesome. Houses, aspects, all that. Don't worry, I got y'all. So let's get started a little bit, right? So let's get there. What's today? Today is a very important day. Not only is it just an important day, it is what we know as the Lion's Gate portal. What is that? Does that sound pretty sci-fi? Yes, it does. But what's happening right now is something that's so ancient and so back in the day that even the ancient Egyptians ended up lining up the pyramids of Giza specifically with this. Not only that, what's up, Daisy? Not only that, right? They didn't just line it up with Giza, but it's also tied to different pyramids that are in China, different pyramids that are over in the Aztec world. There are all these different ley lines that are using this energy in order for things to happen. So what is happening on this day? Today, there's a bunch of DNA activations. There's a bunch of light codes coming in. And why are all these things happening? Why does this come in? This happens once a year, but why is this all happening? The reason why this is happening is because what it's doing is that it is tapping in to our heart. Our heart, right? Like literally it's tapping into our heart. We are facing in this period and time frame where we need to legitimately allow the universe to open our hearts and to get us tapped into a deeper aspect of who we are. We are embracing our divine heart. We are embracing the warmth and the radiance that comes through us, that comes through the collective, right? Now, everyone's going to be affected by this, but the reason why it's so important to be notified is so you can understand what crystals are good for today. If you have citrine is great. Let's see. Any crystal that's yellow in nature is going to be really good because it's going to be working with the solar plexus chakra. Also, like clear quartz, anything along the lines of that. Those are going to be really good crystals for today. But besides the point, this is really critical though, because what this Lion's Gate portal is doing is making you return back to you. But not just you as far as like who people know you as, not just you as far as people perceive you as, but you as far as like you being a spirit in a human body, you being a soul in a human experience. These are the type of energies that are flowing through. So the way that this is working out, so Sirius, right, is the fixed star that is hosting this energy, right? Sirius, the star, is also known as the dog star. But the whole thing behind Sirius is that essentially it brings people honor. It brings people a sense of royalty to themselves, right? This is the type of energy that's really going to be coming through and move it, right? So one of the things that I do need to talk about is like any preconceived notions that you had, anything that doesn't align with your heart, it's done. Like it is done. Today, it's done. There's no more of it. There's no point there. Like the universe is specifically moving things out of your way that don't align to your heart, that don't align to your truth. All of these things are literally, pew. Why is this? Because with all of this energy that's happening, it's literally shaking us up. It's shaking us up all DNA. You might even feel like a little bit like almost overwhelmed because you just might feel all of this energy coming through, which is a good thing if you're feeling it. However, just make sure that you ground yourself in this process because it is very intense. So if you don't, just hop into a house of intuition, grab some root chakra, etc., and just keep that going, right? So one thing I do want to point out, if you want to know more about the specific Lionsgate, I just put out a article in a newsletter with Pink Cat Daily, who's an artist out in Oakland. She's an amazing artist. She's great. You might have heard of her. But feel free to go to the Pink Cat Daily and check out their newsletter because I write a whole article about the specifics of what's going on in this Lionsgate portal, right? One thing I do want to point out beforehand, I do have 4 classes that are scheduled now. 4 classes that are scheduled with House of Intuition, and I'm going to be going live every Monday. Every Monday, 6 p.m. through the Zoom classes. I'm going to be going on and giving different classes. So I just want you to know every Monday, save the time, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, I'm going to be going on and explaining the classes. So I have a couple classes I want to point out before I break down the astrology of the rest of the week, right? So on the 10th, this upcoming Monday, I'm going to be going through the astrology of your age, where I'm going to be explaining perfection years, right? And what perfection years is that essentially every age, there's a different energy signature that is going to be acquired with it, right? So if you're someone who is 22 years old, you're going to be going through an 11th house year. So your 11th house is going to be activated, things in your 11th house. I'm going to be breaking that down deeper into detail. I don't hold back on my classes. I go off. So feel free to come in, grab a pen, everything, right? On the 17th, right, I'm going to be going live again, but it's going to be about the Leo new moon, and I'm going to be talking about how everyone's sun sign is activating during this Leo stage, right? So everyone's sun sign is activating this Leo season. This Lionsgate is the biggest like portal to opening the heart, and that's going to be launching everything forward after this, right? Now, on the 24th, right, we're going to be talking about how the planets communicate. So why does every planet work out the way that it does? There's conjunctions, there's squares, there's sextiles. This sounds real scientific. It is, but I'm going to be breaking it down for y'all so you can understand why these certain aspects play out these certain roles and how these energies work together, not only in your own chart, but when it comes to what's going on a daily basis through the transits and such like that. And lastly, at the end of the month, on the 31st, I'm going to be talking about, or the hot topic is going to be every number has a zodiac sign. And what this is going to be breaking down is the degrees specifically in astrology. So if you know anything about astrology, every sign that you have, from your sun to your Uranus to your Neptune, they all have specific numbers that are aligned to them. I'm going to be breaking down what those numbers mean on a deeper level so you can get an even deeper understanding of all of that, right? So yeah. But, anyway, follow Chad the Maverick all across the board. I'll be launching more things about that. And I also just talk about nothing sometimes, so pull up. So now let's get into the actual week. The name of the newsletter, Flowers of Oakland. But check it out on the website. I'll be posting it after this live again, just so you can see. It's on my story on Instagram. So I'm about to break down the week, though. Cool. So thank y'all for showing up, and let's get started. So I talked about today being the Lionsgate portal, being all of this energy, right? So with the Lionsgate portal that's coming in, the next day we're going to be, Mercury just went into Leo. So what Mercury in Leo entails and what it's about is having the communication that's centered around your heart, centered around the passion that you have, centered around your personal creativity and your connection to the arts. Not only just art as far as like you creating art, but you also implementing art. Ruby, Garnet, Sagittarius. I wanted to answer everything at once. But the thing with this, right, is that having this Mercury and Leo coming in, we're also having this trine Chiron. So what we're doing is that we are launching this Sunday. We're launching into this new space of healing through accepting our inner passions. By accepting our inner passions and allowing and setting ourselves up to be ourselves, to live in our true personality. These are things that are going to be definitely helping and implementing us. So anything that was negative from beforehand, anything that you might have been through that hasn't necessarily been right with you, this is a good day to kind of work on it, reconcile, end up like really touching into that heart space in order for you to not only heal yourself but heal the other people that you communicate with, heal people that you might have had like any form of like dispute or issue with. This is a good time frame because you're really tapping into the real mechanism of like healing, right? Chiron being the wounded healer, you are literally healing yourself. But here's the thing, in order to properly heal, you have to first feel it through, and that's the one thing that's coming through. And plus with Mercury and Leo, is going to be the feeling, right? So how are you going to feel through your personal wounds in order for you to allow yourself to be? You know what I'm saying? That's what's really coming through this upcoming Sunday, right? Now let's move on to Monday. Monday being the moon day. We're going to be having Mercury having a square to Uranus. So we're going to be having a challenge as far as our authentic communication. And the challenge that we're having is, are we really connected to our heart? Like, are we really there? Like, we think that we're there, but are we truly there? Do we truly feel the implications? Do we truly feel this energy that's surging through us? And I'm telling you, this whole week, like this Lionsgate portal I was talking about, is literally going through from now until the new moon. And I'm going to be explaining that during the new moon ceremony that I do and during the new moon conversation that we have next week, right? So all of this is really going to be coming through, giving in a Maverick sensibility. I'm sorry. I had to. But bringing in like a very like new sensibility in order to like push these things forward, right? So on Monday, we're going to be talking about the communication, and you're going to be working through your own real authentic personality that's coming through. It's like a lightning strike, right? You might think that you want to communicate things one way, but it's going to go the other way. But you have to trust the process of it going the other way. Just because it's going the other way doesn't mean you're not being heard. That's the biggest point as far as this upcoming Monday is concerned, right? Cool. Now we're going into Tuesday. Tuesday the 11th, right? So on Tuesday the 11th, we're going to be having the moon conjunct Uranus, right? Uranus has been in Taurus for the past while. If you haven't noticed, even like one of the things I want to point out, shouts out to iJade on Twitter. She's a great astrologer. Just wanted to shout her out because she's super dope. So with this being said, right, the moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus has been like pretty much changing how people view beauty. It's changing how people view how everything happened. Even if you notice, like in industries that are like beauty and makeup and etc., despite the quarantine and everything going on, people have been going for more natural looks. People have been looking for more organic things. People have been trying to get healthier food. We're like really seeing the processes of how certain things aren't working the right way, how we can just really make the right changes in order for that to happen, right? So that's really going to be coming through on Tuesday. The moon, our emotions are going to be making a upgrade. We're going to be, our emotions and how we perceive all these things are going to be upgraded and really pushing forward how we feel. Now, how are you going to make the new structure? How are you going to be in this new value system that's coming through as well? These are all these themes that are coming through on this day. And also, on Tuesday, try some new food. Try some new, like for real, like try some new food. Try something like different as far as your routine and such like that, because it's gonna be like, you'll understand when it's time. That's like a little thing I just picked up on. But right, so that's pretty much what's going to be coming through on this Tuesday. Once again, for anyone that just popped in, my name is Chad the Maverick. All social media, Instagram. I have a newsletter that just came through with Pink Cat Daily. That's on my story right now. This explains all of Lionsgate. And go get the Leo birthday box and check into a House of Intuition if you are in LA. If not, House of Intuition on the website. Go through, check that out too. Now, let's keep going. So, Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, we're going to be having the moon give its trine over to what my good friend and peace dealer calls the gauntlet, right? And what the gauntlet is and has been is Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all being in Capricorn for so long. That's the reason why everything has been shifting so dramatically as far as business. Everything's been shifting so dramatically as far as work structures and everything along the lines of that, right? So having the moon trine this, right? What's actually happening is we're going to be, all of our intuitions, all of our insights, all of our emotional feelings and responses are going to essentially be pushing us forward toward the things that we want to do. So in order for you to really tap into the things you want to do, you have to feel through the things that you want to do, right? You have to intuit, you have to allow the information to come through you. You're not going to be forcing this information. This information is going to be moving through you. This information is going to be coming into you through this space, right? And what this is going to be doing is allowing you to see, more so feel. You're going to be feeling what it is you have to do next in your steps in order to make better business, in order to do everything along the lines of that, right? Quick shameless plug-in, I do run readings as well. I do birth chart readings and I do a couple other things. Check it out, chatandmaverick.com. Just want to put that out there. But in that process, right, these things are really like pushing forward when it comes to all of these themes as far as learning how to feel the right way as you go about the work that you do, right? So I just wanted to point that out for everybody for this upcoming Wednesday that's happening. Now, happy birthday to all the Leos, by the way. I didn't say that beforehand. Happy birthday to the Leos. Shouts out to the Leos. Thanks for teaching us and helping us get into our heart space even better and our authentic passion to push out the realness of everything, right? I'm not going to be able to pin it right now, but my IG is Chad the Maverick. Straight up, just like that. So, let's go into Thursday, right? So on Thursday, what we're going to be having is this Mars square Pluto. So Mars square and Pluto, we're going to be making these transformative moves, but we're not going to necessarily know where we're going with them. So we're going to be like, hey, I want to go do this thing. But then something else that you didn't think would be affected by it will transform. And it's not to be afraid of this. You're still supposed to push yourself forward. However, you just need to know that you are very highly charged on this day, on this Thursday. You're very highly charged with the moves that you make. You're very highly charged with the things that you want to change around you. And they are going to transform. And in this transformation or this alchemization of things, you're going to be making things happen that are new. You're going to be making new situations pop up and work with you, work through you, and all of that. So these are all things. Mind you, with everything that I've been saying so far from this week, we're still in the Lionsgate portal. So all these DNA activations, all of these like tapping into everything that's going on is happening simultaneously with the rest of everything that I said. So this Lionsgate portal is really like allowing and pushing our hearts forward. I'm going to keep saying that all Leo season. Hearts forward, passion, art, creativity, being at the forefront and allowing yourself to shine as you are. That's the biggest point of this Leo season at hand. Period. That's it. Period. If there's nothing else you knew about this Leo season, it is time for you to tap into your heart. Now we're going on to the last 2 days of this week, right? And then I'm going to open it up for like more questions and talk a little bit more about how you can tap into your heart a little bit better and such like that. So we're going to get there in a second. Now, for Friday, we're going to be talking about, or the sun in Leo is going to make a square with Lilith in Aries, right? So in order for this to, so pretty much the sun and the authentic and raw divine feminine are going to potentially be at odds. And the reason why this is at odds is because the divine feminine may not be feeling as honored as it should be. So with that being said, even internally, externally, everywhere. So what the main thing about this is you need to get out of yourself, get away from yourself, get away from your ego, your whatever you think it is, and you have to let yourself give honor to this divine feminine that's really like pushing forward our next shifts, right? It's almost like a surrendering. Like you have to surrender, get out the way in order for you to do this, right? Is it good to manifest during a portal or surrender to what it is? It's a good question. Both. You have to So even in order to manifest to begin with, this is a whole other topic for another time. But in order to manifest to begin with, you have to put forward your intent and then let it go. Surrender to whatever it is that happened, right? So in order for you to do that, that's how that's going to work. So it's a good time to bring in that energy, but you have to ensure that whatever it is coming from a heartfelt place, not what you think you should do, what you feel should happen. That's my biggest like suggestion as far as like manifesting under the Lionsgate portal and such like that, because that whatever it is that you do through your heart is going to be working itself for the rest of until next year, until pretty much the next Lionsgate portal on that 8/8 time frame. So just wanted to let you know about that, right? And one more, what do you think about dreaming? In order for dreams and stuff, dreams are going to be coming through this Lionsgate portal to tap you into your heart. That's the whole point. Like I'm telling you, like I wish there was something different, but it's literally like that heartfelt connection. So if you're dreaming about past stuff, it's like, well, how did that make you feel, and why do you feel the way that you feel now? How has that transformed how you feel now? How does that change the way that you look at love, at unconditional love? How are all of those things, all of those themes happening? That's pretty much what's pushing forward when it comes to it, right? Now, next Saturday, which I'm gonna be back on next Saturday. I'm on every Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST, and I'll be here. Whoever in between, just know the times. I'm also going to be putting these on the Instagram page, so you can go check it out. I also put these lives on my own YouTube channel, in case you just miss it or whatever else, and it'll be on my Instagram as well, or at least the clip of it will be on my Instagram as well, just to make sure that people are able to tap in and see it and check it all out. This is very critical information for your upcoming week, and I'd rather let y'all know. So, coming next Saturday, we're having Uranus and Taurus going retrograde. So we're going to be reviewing throughout this time frame. We're going to be reviewing our thoughts on beauty, on what we deem valuable. It's going to be a longer transit. I'm going to be breaking this down in more depth. I'm going to want to break down the Lionsgate a little bit more, and the other transits for a second. But that's what's going to be going on, and I'm going to be talking, like I said, more about that next week, so please tune in then. Once more, on Mondays, I'm going to be teaching classes. I'm going to be going on for that. They're only $10 too, and it's $10 for at least $100 value, and that's being on the low end, because I really just, when I teach, I just go off. So feel free to check in, feel free to pop up. I appreciate y'all for even being here, for sticking in. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about two transits that I mentioned last live, right? Being Mercury in Leo and Venus in Cancer, right? So how do all of these placements tie in to this Lionsgate, right? So when it comes to this Lionsgate all coming and being tied in, what's happening is Mercury in Leo, right, is our communication of our passion. It's our thoughts, all of our thoughts. Mercury is the brain, right? I'll be breaking down more next season. But Mercury is like pretty much how the brain operates. It's everything in between. You can't do anything without Mercury as a planet, because Mercury literally connects every little thing. Mercury also has a representation of your little nervous system, and you can't, like, you get what I'm saying? It's like everything in between is Mercury. And with Mercury being in this Leo space, everything is going to be about the sun, how we shine. How do you shine? How do you allow others to shine while you also shine? That's the other thing too. Whereas Leo is like a lot of people think Leo is just an energy that's specifically about, it's me. It's not. What Leo's about is tapping into whoever has that heart radiance, right? If you're really tapped into your heart, if you're really tapped into that space, Leo wants to put you onto a pedestal. That's the part that people don't know. If you're really into that truth and you're into that, like, you want to put you out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of misconceived notion and a lot of astrological things, but that's what I'm here to teach for. Plug in. But that's pretty much what's going on, though, as far as that Mercury and Leo is concerned, right? Now, we're going to be going into Venus and Cancer is just started, right? So if you notice, you're going to be slowly into, it just came out of Gemini. Venus and Gemini can get messy, I'm not gonna lie, because Venus and Gemini is where your heart is in the communication with multiple different areas. Like, your heart was in a space where it was like hey, I want to do this thing, but I also want to do this thing, but I also kind of want to do this thing, and I also want to do this thing, right? So that's what Venus and Gemini was kind of doing for us throughout the collective before it shifted into Cancer. Now with Venus coming into Cancer, it's about that nurturing. Now it's about that, like, that getting those warm and fuzzy feelings. It's about being able to, like, sit on the couch with your family or your soul family or whoever that you deem closest to you and just drink some tea and call it a day, or just go and, like, just stay in, watch a great movie, or have like a Netflix binge. These are the type of energy that's coming in with Venus and Cancer. It's making us more serious about how we end up working throughout our relationships and how we end up communicating and speaking with other people that are close to us. So it's almost like, even if you haven't been connected to people that might have been your soul family, that might have been even like your own family as well, this is going to be a time frame where all these people, all of these energies, all of these vibes are going to be coming back, and we're going to have to, it's almost like a feeling of being safe, right? Being safe within the company of the people that really care about you. And as well with this Mercury and Leo, being in this space of passion. So you're expressing your inner passions to the people that you care most about, the people that are going to be closest into your sphere, into your frame, into your home, all of these type of things. Now, one thing, we are still in this big old pandemic. So if you do go chill with people, if you do around, be sure to wear a mask. Be sure to take as much precautions as you can. Be safe. Don't be out. Don't be stupid. Leo season is very like, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Like, just too much. Be sure to still keep your mind. Be sure to still keep your wits. Don't go too far. Just like allow yourself to feel, though. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to be everywhere in order to properly express how you feel. So Venus in Cancer pretty much says stay in the house as much as you can. And just like really nurture and figure out the things that you do in order to create a better feeling environment around you. That's pretty much what this is truly about, right? So I'm in the last couple minutes of this live stream. Thank y'all for staying through. Appreciate all the hearts and stuff like that. I've been talking. I'll just go off. So I appreciate it. Once more, I just want to bring in the plugins for anyone that might have missed it or might have just popped in. Chad the Maverick, that's me. Instagram, Twitter, etc. ChadTheMaverick.com. I have all my readings there, all my readings and services available. I do birth chart readings. I do synastry readings as well. I do a bunch of different stuff. So just feel free to check that out as well. I still have my readings on sale for now. So if there's any time to do it, pull up. On top of that, if you want to learn more about the Lionsgate portal, feel free to check out Pink Cat Daily. I'm in her newsletter where we're talking about the Lionsgate portal. She also has some dope art showing the different pyramids and showing all the different art that's like involved with this Lionsgate portal. So feel free to check that out. That's going to be on my story as well, in case anyone needs to find it. I personally don't do chart rectifications yet. It's a very, very technical thing, but I'm going to try and check. I think I know someone who does, so I want to just let me know, and I'm gonna see. Just message me, let me know, and I'll try to see if I can find a person that I knew who did it to see if they're able to do that, because the birth time is super important. So I just wanted to pin that for you. But yeah, feel free. Let me know what it is. Once more, I'm doing my classes. This is the last thing I have to plug in. So we're going every Monday, 6 p.m. through House of Intuition. They are only $10 for an hour Zoom session where I just go off about whatever topic it is. If there's any topic that you want to know more about, feel free to let me know. Talk to me. On the 10th, we're doing perfection years, how every year is important. We're going on the Leo new moon on the 17th, talking about that and how we're tapping into our sun sign. On the 24th, we're going to how the planets communicate and the aspects in astrology and how all the planets talk to make things happen. And the last thing we're doing on the 31st is that every number has a zodiac sign, and we're talking about every specific degree and how every specific degree has a sign that ends up working it through even more. So this is pretty much the end of this. I appreciate you all for showing up. Thank you for everyone who keeps showing up and coming back. I highly, highly appreciate it. Much love to you all. I really do love doing this, and I love being able to interact with y'all and let y'all know what's going on for the week. So yeah, All right, y'all. I'm signing out right now. Have a great one. Stay blessed. Happy Lionsgate. Peace out.